afternoon. It is July 28th, and we are switching things up just a little bit. We're still going live from both TikTok and YouTube at the same time, but we're on my other page on TikTok just as a social experiment to see what's going on. And of course, honeybee, you would be the first one to find me incognito over on this side, just to kind of test things out and see where everything is going with this whole TikToky account. Before we get started into today's reading, today's messages, and if you could share the link, Honeybee, and everybody else, I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate that. We are at Tuesday. Where the Divine Feminines? Tuesday, July 28th. It is a one day. It may not feel like it, but you guys are on the very precipice, on the brink of some type of major change. We all are. You've heard about the storms, you've heard about the earthquakes, you've heard about what's going on that other side of town with things being, oh goodness, already. Hold on. Hold on. Just that quickly. Just that quickly, we got in trouble. So we are going to go back to, no, we're not. We're just going to stay here because we're already here and we're already recording on the TikTok side. Whatever. You guys have been hearing what's going on the other side of town. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to the downloads you have been receiving. Pay attention to everything that's been popping up, because it's bringing you closer to your wish fulfillment. It's bringing you closer to manifesting your dreams into your reality. But the biggest thing of all is keeping you safe. The most important thing about this week is staying safe. Well, actually, during the entire Lionsgate portal, is staying as safe as possible, physically, spiritually, and mentally, staying on top of things so nothing catches you by surprise. Being incognito from time to time, right? So they're looking for you here, you're over there. Those of you on the YouTube side, hello, hello, hello. Do not forget to like and subscribe as you're coming in. We're going to get into today's collective message. Then we're going to get into the messages for each zodiac sign. It could be for your sun, moon, and or rising. But understand, on a one day, Aquarius shifting the nodes, the Aquarius full moon tomorrow, we're on a start of not only a 9-year cycle, but an 18-year cycle, because the last time Aquarius was in this energy was around 2007, 2008. So think about what you were doing. Some of you guys were in elementary school at that time or middle school at that time, but think about what was going on for you during that time, because something similar is going to happen over the next 18 years. These past few months before the nodal shift happened was all about preparation. So all the losses, everything falling apart, was really making space for better things to come together. For some of you, huge shifts have already taking place in your life to solidify those bonds with those people, places, and things that are going to assist you along your journey. Nobody's allowed on your boat, on your ship, on your train, on your plane, unless they could assist you on this next leg of your journey. That being said, let's get into today's message. See what Spirit has to say for the collective. Feel free to put any thoughts, feelings, questions that you're having in the comments, and we'll get to it as soon as possible. I know not just Honeybee, but the core Soul Tribe members are here, and that's just fine, because maybe these messages are just for you guys. Holy Spirit, what does the collective need to know on this Tuesday? And Tuesdays are ruled by Mars. That energy of change, shift, action. Time for some action. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know on on this Tuesday. What else does the collective need to know? Oh, Ace of Wands fell on the floor, and we'll leave it right there because if they fell on the floor, it's not for us. Fix the camera a little bit. What else does the collective need to know on this Tuesday? And we'll get a what's the vibe. What else does the collective needs to know on this Tuesday? Whether you're on the TikTok side or the YouTube side, feel free to put any thoughts, feelings, questions you're having in the comments, and we'll get the divine goddesses. We'll save the other ones for the other reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear on this Tuesday? I pray that these messages find exactly who they are supposed to find. Any negative energy sent my way or to the collective's way is instantly turned into protection, blessings, and every good thing that the collective deserves. Ashe. We're going to start here because it's a little busy over here. We have forest bathing and gatherer. This is the energy of the calm before the storm, doing the preparation before the big change, doing the preparation before the big shift. You guys have gotten sign after sign after sign that something is shifting, something is changing. Some of you have already started navigating those shifts and navigating those changes. Keep going. You know how they used to say, especially here, I guess in the colder parts of the United States, how people used to prepare for the winter. They would gather up everything that they need. They would harvest all their crops and prepare them in such a way that it would last them through the winter. Do what you need to do to prepare yourself for the storm that's coming. The storm of transition, the storm of change, the storm of wish fulfillment. You know what you put out there. You know what you've been trying to manifest. Now just start preparing for it to manifest because it looks like it's about to happen. A lot of you are entering your season of wish fulfillment, entering the land of milk and honey, entering that moment where you want for nothing, entering that moment where all those things that you've been worried about, all those things that have been keeping you up at night seem to magically resolve themselves, right? With laughter and wounded healer. We can't show her because, she's not social media safe. This is a season where you really have to pay attention to the messages. This full moon is not just going to come and go. This is why we were told yesterday not to focus on manifesting or banishing or anything like that, just observing, holding space to go through the next 72 hours, just paying attention to the signs, the synchronicities, the symbols, the downloads, the messages, and we might have to go to the other side on TikTok because they keep restricting me on this side. We are definitely going to have to go to the other side. So we are going to pause the message for, I don't know, however long. Join me on the other side on TikTok. The rest of yous on YouTube, hold tight for two seconds. 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds as we shift over. Okay. Whatever you've been praying for, hoping for, wishing for, actually put it in the comments so we could talk about it. We can see how other ways that you could prepare for it because these manifestations are going to manifest for you. These changes are coming through. This Next 72 hours, not even, it feels like the next 48 hours or less, you're going to see a lot of things fall apart. You're going to see a lot of things just come to a very abrupt end. And those things are coming to an abrupt end to prepare you to for that answered prayer you're about to receive. Those endings are really preparations for beginnings in the right direction and in the right way. And nobody can stop you, by the way, except for yourself. This journey of going round and round is ending with Chariot and Archangel Michael and Medusa. It feels like your entire spirit team is surrounding you. And we've heard this since last week. They're really doing the work. They're really tapping into the energies of the Lionsgate portal to bring you that wish fulfillment on every single level. And again, no matter who tries to stop you, no matter who tries to get in your way, we're at a point where if you've been doing the work, it has to come together for you one way or another. If you've been showing up consistently and constantly, it has to come together for you. 25 is 7. 7 is the number of the divine. 7 is also a number of completion, divine completion. I'm hearing it is done. Whatever you've been wishing for, whatever you've been hoping for, whatever you've been manifesting, is manifesting. Some of you is going to come through at the 11th hour. Some of you, that shift, that change, that thing that you've been wanting, that thing that you've been calling in is all of a sudden going to happen. Just when you thought you've been counted out, that's when the season of rebirth happens. You have a very strong spiritual team navigating this season of change with this 23, which is 5, and 5 is the number of change for you. If you were born on the 23rd and 25th of any month, but especially July, December, November, April, these next 72 hours are going to be critical for you. These next 72 hours are going to be filled with some type of change, some type of level up, some type of you moving from one chapter to the next. Do not look behind. Count your losses. You could think about and process what it took for you to get to this point. But whatever you do, do not look behind you. You're not going that way. You're going into a season of healing, of restoration, of blessings finding you. Finally, I'm hearing. Keep doing the work. Keep showing up. Keep moving forward. When we see the Hierophant, it could talk about doing things the traditional way, but in your case, it's doing things the right way, whatever that means for you along your journey. See how this is going that way and the flamingo is going that way? You've been on a sacred journey of death and rebirth. You've been in your cave. Now it's time for you to receive that crown. It's time for you to receive that celebration. The cycle of grief has to come to an end one way or another. Why do you think that masculine is so hard in his feelings, so heavy in his feelings? We got the message late last night and it was very disturbing that somebody could be this deep in their feelings to piss off somebody else that they don't want to be with. For those of you who got the message, or for those of you who hadn't got the message, some of you who are in no contact, your masculine, your person, your ex has spilled out their heart to a so called friend who's really a karmic. And she's so upset that she is plotting and planning to pop up on you. She wants to figure out, find out what makes you so special. Find out that after everything that has been said and done, your person still wants you and only you, even if you don't want them. So heads up. It feels like this conversation was centered around your person's life feeling empty. That's the problem. That's the problem. Your person specifically said, my life feels empty without her. Everything has fallen apart. Some of you, you got to flip the roles. But it's heavy in this masculine's energy. They could have locks, braids, or twists. This is somebody that was confiding in the karmic. They were telling the karmic, listen, I've been acting this way because, and they went in detail. And the more they spoke, the more angry the karmic became, because it's like, why are you still worried about her when I'm here? And that's when he told her something to the effect of like, but you're my friend, you're not her. And he didn't mean it to be hurtful. He didn't mean it to cut her down. It was just how he was feeling in the moment, but it cut her down something awful. So she definitely wants to see, this is going beyond. And I feel like this message is for like three of y'all. I hope for is not more than that. But it feels like she could no longer stalk you or watch you from the sidelines, because we some of you got those messages in the zodiac messages yesterday, right? That somebody was stalking you, that the third party, the karmic, the friend, was looking on your social media, seeing what you're up to. She can't do that no more. She needs to see you in the flesh. She has this itch to see you in the flesh, to see for herself what makes you so special. What she fails to realize, and a lot of people fail to realize, is that you can't help who you love. A lot of times it doesn't boil down to what a person has done or how much they spend or how they look or what they have. Once you touch somebody's heart, there's nothing that can delete that. The peace that you gave your person, nothing can change that. This karmic may have been able to touch their body, but you touched their heart, you touched their soul in a way that they'll never be able to forget. This is why they can't get over you. This is why they can't forget you. This is why they struggle to get past you. We have people that are giving up. They're no longer going to fight their feelings. So heads up. I know a lot of you are going to hold your own and you're not going to let the karmic even come near you. And if they do, you already know how to handle them. Just know it stems out of, it's the result of you being the chosen one, even if you don't want to be. Last but not least, observer. Oh, well, looky. Smell the roses, self-sabotage. I don't know who that message is for when it comes to the relationship, because this was supposed to be the collective, but now it's leaning into somebody's personal. You could be dealing with a Pisces, sun, moon, and or rising, Taurus, Cancer, Virgo. This person really feels empty and at a loss without you. It's no more just missing you. It's like going back to what was said last week about them being unable to breathe, like they're almost suffocating. This is someone that has been around. Where's the nightlife card? A lot of people, but they've just been around. They've been around the group, but not in the group. They've gone out with this one and that one to save face and to keep up appearances, but everybody kept telling them like, "Why do you look like that? Fix your face. Are you okay?" A lot of people think that this person just wasn't feeling well, and on a note, they're not. This energy is heavy. They're realizing that they self-sabotage listening to karmic friends and bad advice. Really bad advice. They would give nothing, and we got this message last week, to have a do-over, to have a restart, to try this love again, to have the ability to slow down and spend time with you, building this dream of a happy family, of a relationship that lasts throughout all time. Going back to what was said yesterday about you can feel like home to somebody, but that doesn't mean that they're capable of building one with you. This is someone who is determined to figure out how to build a home with you. This emptiness that's inside of them, They've tried to fill it with everything else and nothing works. The only thing that works, the only thing that will work is reconciling with you. And some of you are so far gone. Some of you are firmly planted in your next relationship, and this person is far, far, far in your rearview mirror, but that won't stop them from trying to get this 10 of cups with you, having this happily ever after with you, this stable long-term relationship with you. This is someone that's coming to lay down all their cards, put all their chips in, and bet it all on you. Whatever you choose to do with it, it's you. Because honestly speaking, if it took this much for this person to realize that you are their happily ever after, I won't fault you for keeping them in your rearview mirror. Like that is a valid response to the chaos, the distance, whatever nonsense that this person put you through. In the very least, forgive them. Just like you touch this person's heart, you probably touch everybody's heart that you come encounter with. You're destined to meet somebody that doesn't have to go through all of this to realize that you're the one, that you're their happily ever after, that you're their purpose partner. If they and yeah, there's like the black magic and the witchcraft and the this and the that that can really blur somebody's vision and mind. Oh, with Neptune being retrograde, that really can't happen right now. And that's another thing that's adding to this person's moment of clarity and why they are so determined to have you back in their life. But it's up to you whether you want this person back, whether you are able to give this person a second chance, or a third, or a fourth, or a 10th. Some of you, you've been going back and forth with this person, and it's like they take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps forward, 5 steps back, and you're exhausted. That's valid. Don't be with this person just for the sake of being with this person. If they can prove to you that they've done the work, they can prove to you that they are truly determined to move forward by doing their actions, letting their actions speak louder than their words, then yeah, you may want to consider giving this person a second chance. But if it's all just hopes and dreams, keep doing what you're doing. You are headed straight, directly, first class to your land of milk and honey, to your land of wish fulfillment, to your moment where all those dreams, those beautiful dreams you've been having, are about to manifest into your reality. Going back to what was said earlier, on this leg of your journey, only the people that are going to help you build can assist you, can hop on your train, can hop on your plane, your boat, whatever mode of transportation you're in to get to this destination of manifesting your dreams into your reality, right? Your next chapter. Only the people that can fully, mind, body, and soul, without them looking back, without them having doubts, without them being worried about what the peanut gallery is going to say, right? Only those people can go with you on your next leg of your journey. Let's get one more from the Divine Feminine as to any advice for anybody in the collective who loves their person, but is done with their person, but it's kind of like on that line, right? What advice, divine goddesses, do you have for anyone in this position who, I gotta pull this off camera because you know this deck is a little spicy. Now this, of course she would come out. Mommy Water, right? And if you know who she is, you know who she is. We're not gonna go into that right now. Oh, actually we should, right? I believe her feast day is actually Thursday. Like the other divine feminines of the sea, of the water. This is another heavy Pisces Cancer energy. Also the energy of somebody being deep in their feelings, but it's in the reverse. This person is still holding their cards close to their chest. This person is still not ready to fully express themselves, fully able to put it all on the table just yet. The next few days with this storm and this 13th, your person could be born on the 13th or the 30th, right? The next few days, they'll have no choice. It's something about this full moon is going to trigger them. So if you haven't heard from them yet, if they haven't poured out their heart to you yet, they're about to. And if it doesn't happen in the next 3 days, next 2.5 days, really, between now and Thursday, leave them firmly in your rearview mirror. If they're able to do the work and flip things around, right? Truly allow this love, this relationship to be what it's supposed to be, they'll catch up with you. You can't miss what's for you. You can't lose what's for you. That being said, let's get into the collective message. I thank you for spending this part of your day, your afternoon, right, your evening, whatever time it is by you, with me, Spirit, and the Soul Tribe. We tried to do it over on the other side, and we quickly, very, very quickly got booted out. So those of you who started the messages with us on the other side, thank you for joining us on this side. TikTok is a weird beast these days, but we're here. I'm here. You're here. We're all here, preparing for this next leg of your journey. If you'd like a personal message, just send a cash app to it's right up there. And then we'll get you your message. All right. Let's see what's coming out for the signs. And feel free, any thoughts, feelings, questions you're having about anything that comes out on the live, feel free to put it in the chat. And then once I'm done channeling, I will get to your messages. We're going to get into the messages for the zodiac signs, starting with Leo, ending with Gemini, right? Because we always start with the sign of the season, and right now it's Leo season. Happy birthday, happy early birthday to my Leos. We are in the Lionsgate portal. Keep your vibe as high as humanly possible, regardless of what you see, regardless of what you hear, because this is the biggest manifestation portal of the year. It's also the biggest portal for spiritual awakenings and personal transformations. This is another reason why you're being called to pay attention to all of the dreams, the downloads, the messages that you are receiving. Okay? Okay. Holy Spirit, what do the signs need to know on this Tuesday? This one day, right? I just heard the same person used to say that they would get back with you one day, but that one day has turned in 2 days. Somebody that thought that they wanted to live life a little bit more before settling down and thought that you would be waiting for them. It was always going to be you. People are realizing that even though they hung out with them, it was always going to be you. And now that one day, that day that seemed far, far in the future, I was going to do this, but I'm going to save this for last. Since we're so heavy on the romance messages, let's get the romance cards. What else does the collective need to know on this Tuesday? What else does the collective need to know? Heavy on the love readings yesterday and today. Usually we just save the love readings for Friday, because Fridays are ruled by Venus, and Venus is the planet of love, and you guys know, right? Today is Mars, action, but the action seems to be centered around love. And people having to decide once and for all, are they going to ascend and elevate with you, or are they going to get left behind? And you know what? They've gotten that message since last December. We were supposed to talk about the eclipses, but we'll save that for tomorrow. when we talk about the full moon and what's that doing and bringing in for the collective. But whomever I'm picking up, they knew since December. They just tried to do it on their own terms, in their own way, in their own time, to reclaim a sense of control. Being with you makes them feel out of control because the feelings that they feel when they're with you are out of this world, I'm hearing. They've never felt them before. It's disturbing to them, to their world. Oh well. They have like 36 hours to figure it out or less. That being said, and I see the comments going up, especially on the TikTok side. So I'm very eager to see what you guys are chit chatting about. That being said, Holy Spirit, I pray that everybody who's here receives a message that they need to hear to assist them along their journey. And if you need a personal reading, well, you know where to go, right? You know what to do. Leo, sun, moon, and or rising with this Two of Pentacles, this or that energy making a decision. While Jupiter is in Leo, and before it could bring you those blessings, those changes that level up that wish fulfillment, you have some hard decisions to make. You already know what decisions you need to make. You already know who you need to cut off, who could come along with you on the next leg of your journey. You just need to muster up the courage to do it. For some of you, you're dealing with a Leo who is figuring out how to make space for you in their life. And that is the person who's been in that one day energy, who thought that they were going to return to you one day, someday, sometime in the future, when they finished, figuring out life and were ready to settle down. This is not Burger King. Can't have it your way, Chief. But their one day is turning into today. They no longer want to delay you and them becoming a happily ever after. They could be a Leo moon, no, Leo rising, especially somebody that is used to appearing one way in public. People knowing them for a certain thing and being settling down will change their entire lifestyle. They're realizing that it hurts more being without you than to do the changes that needs to be done. Virgo, sun, moon, and or rising with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Sometimes we do get frustrated. We do. So your frustration is valid, especially if you've been doing and doing and doing and you haven't been receiving anything. You haven't gotten any type of results of your hard work. That doesn't mean you stop working. It means you double down on your hard work. It means you continue showing up. It means you continue doing what you're doing because it's always darkest before dawn. The same time you plant the seeds is not the same time you eat the fruit. It takes time. Rest, take a break, but know that your efforts will pay off. Epiphanies, understandings, awakening. Situations that you thought were dead and over, especially with any relationships with a Virgo, this time apart has led them to have those epiphanies, those realizations about what needs to do to maintain that happily ever after with you. Libra, sun, moon, and or rising with the Three of Cups. I don't like when these cards come up upright and reverse because it just means that there's delays. With all the work we've been doing with the collective readings, well, you're doing your part, especially you, Libra. That reunion, for those of you who have been thinking about reconciliation, is a ways off. There's still a lot of work as the gardeners want to come late. They're usually here at like 8 a.m. I don't know why they're here now. That reconciliation is going to take some time. It's going to be late. I'm seeing more like November, December. Farewell, leave behind closure. Keep doing what you're doing and keep moving forward. Do not wait for this person because you know they're coming back. Do not hold space. Do not hold them as a placeholder. If somebody else comes along and sweeps you off your feet, Let them. If it's meant for you to be with the person that you're thinking of, everything will conspire to bring you guys back together. The whole universe will conspire to bring you guys back together. Scorpio, sun, moon, and or rising. Well, this is a pleasant reversal. I almost want to reshuffle these cards, but I'm going to leave it like that because the first card came out upright. Scorpio, thank you for getting out of your head. Thank you for getting out of your feeling. And for some of you, it's a Scorpio that's waking up to this connection. It's a Scorpio waking up to the fact that they are lost without you, right? It's the Scorpio. So now we have a Scorpio and a Leo for the one that is in the energy of missing you and wanting to reconcile, wanting to do all the things that they didn't do before to manifest a stable, beautiful relationship. Heavy on the manifest. This is someone who has gone on some type of trip, and we've heard that in earlier readings, right? On a journey to figure out spiritually why they feel so deeply for you, why they feel the feelings that they feel for you. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and or rising. Now, the Two of Wands is my twin flame union card, right? Is two people coming together, is the Most High saying that this person and this person belong together and paving the way for it to happen. And the only thing that's left is divine timing. The two people surrendering to the journey and coming together when they know the moment is right. When it comes to true divine union, it can't happen sooner than it's supposed to. There's a lot of lessons that needs to be learned to be able to sustain a true twin flame, divine partner, kingdom spouse type of relationship. The level of selflessness, understanding, and grace only gets birthed through practice. So both parties have to go through different things in order to be ready to come together. And it feels like your person could be a Sag or you could be a Sag, rising, sun, or moon. It's finally happening. That's further clarified by the perspective. Better off. Happiness, clear head space. This is the person who's realizing that they're better off with you than without you. So they're willing to do that deep emotional dive and that deep work to clear all the obstacles that they've put in between you and them, including their self-handicapping thoughts, right? Their self-sabotaging ways. They'll be done in a minute. Capricorn, sun, moon, and or rising. Well, hello, Capri Suns. In this moment, on the energies of the full moon, now we said this is not a moon for manifesting, but it is a good time to decree and declare what you are manifesting, to reaffirm those affirmations you made over your life, especially the ones you made in the beginning of the year, those things that you're calling in. We're just about into the 90-day window before your birthday. Expect sudden shifts and changes, especially towards the middle of September. Who's ever hoping to return back to you, who's ever hoping to reconcile, let their actions do the talking. And you, my dear, do more listening, more observing than actually talking. You're manifesting a love of a lifetime. But before that love of a lifetime comes, you're going to get a lot of false love and practice so that you're truly ready for the one that you're supposed to spend forever with. And for some of you, you already know the person. You guys needed to grow separately before you could grow together, and that is for somebody specifically. You guys are saying you guys had to grow apart separately for you guys to be able to grow together and have that beautiful relationship that you're both thinking about. Capricorn, Aquarius, sun, moon, and or rising with the moon card. Things being hidden coming to light. Wow. things being hidden coming to light. And a second card wanted to come out. So let me pull that because not only is this for Aquarius, it's for the Aquarius moon, right? Whatever comes out over the next 72 hours or so, actually 36 hours, right? Between now and Thursday afternoon, observe it. Don't react. And some of you don't even respond. Just observe it until the full picture is made clear. A lot of those things that have been hidden, they're going to fall into your lap. You don't have to go looking for it. A lot of those things that you have questions about are going to fall into your lap. You don't have to go looking for it. We know that masks are coming off. We know that obstacles are being removed. All the work is being done for you. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Whatever is revealed, especially if you have strong Aquarius placements in your chart, in your house of relationships, in your house of home, in your house of self, in your house of transformation. Those revelations that are coming are critical for your success. This is why they don't want you to say too much or do too much. Just sit back, relax, and observe. And that is for the collective, but most especially for Aquarius. Further clarified by releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. But it feels like a moment where you're leaving the heaviest things behind and only taking with you the people, places, and things that can assist you along your journey, one way or another. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and another one with two cards. The Chariot and Temperance. July has been a month of healing. It's been a month of realization. It's been a month of epiphanies. It's been a month of your spirit guides, especially the archangels that work with you, because we have Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael assisting you along your journey. Keep doing the work. Keep showing up. Keep trusting. Keep believing. Keep knowing that whatever you're manifesting will come to pass. Just don't let anybody play in your face. You could be kind, but you don't have to be nice. You could be gentle and still not let people walk all over you. Don't let lifetime trick you into loyalty. Just because somebody's been around doesn't mean they deserve to stick around. And this season is showing just who exactly can go with you on the next leg of your journey and who you're better off leaving behind. Further clarified by lusting, forbidden, non-committal. Going back to that person who tried to save you for last, they could be a Pisces, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, who probably spent their whole life in that non-committal playboy or playgirl energy. But something about you wants has them wanting to change their ways. And for some of them, you're not going to believe that they've been celibate for a minute. The hot boy or hot girl has been not doing anything for a good few months as part of their spiritual journey. Again, when they come forward to make sure that this is your story, that this truly applies to you, let their actions speak louder than their words. I just heard that song. I'm not sure if it's Louder Than Words or Louder Than Love. It's an old freestyle song by TKA. It's about him, because I'm seeing the video, being upset about his lady leaving and things he could have done better. Louder Than Love is the song. This is the person's energy. So if you have a chance and you really want to tap into what your person is feeling, play that song. I can't really pull up the words right now, but it's Louder Than Love by TKA. Aries, Sun, Moon, and or Rising. Keep doing what you've been doing. Your hard work is going to pay off. Stay focused, stay committed, stay in the knowingness that everything is going to work out. Further clarified by the emotional storm. Regardless of what it looks like, know that better days are ahead. Storms come through to clear away anything that isn't stable, secure, and for your highest and greatest good. It might cause a little damage along the way, But that damage is usually fixable. And if it isn't, it means it's because you're supposed to be someplace else. It gives you the opportunity and the reason to be someplace else. So understand everything exactly as they are happening exactly the way that they are supposed to. Taurus. Sun, moon, and or rising with this three of wands, the energy of waiting for your ships to come in. One wand short of the four of wands. You have somebody coming to return, coming to its return with some type of emotional heaviness. Somebody can no longer bear the weight of being without you. For others of you, that long awaited wish fulfillment, that long awaited dream come true is about to manifest for you. That's further clarified by rejection, abandoned, dismissed, or irrational fear. Some of you who are in your feelings and you have every right to be there might turn this person away, might turn this thing away because you're just at your wits' end and you're so frustrated. Don't let your frustration or your feelings or your ego trick you out of your destiny. You know what you've wished for, you know what you've put out there. Now prepare to receive it. Gemini, sun, moon, and or rising. Well, hello. I just heard some of you about to give birth to that idea, to that dream, to that miracle, to that thing that has been on your mind for the past few months, for the past couple of years. It's about to come together for you. Remember who you are. Going back to what we spoke about, embodiment, showing up as that person who already has that wish fulfillment, who already has that dream that manifested into their reality because, I don't know, Geminis, or maybe because it's just the two Geminis, right? The universe is really getting ready to spoil you like it's your birthday. Trapped. Mm-hmm. Now, usually when we see this, going back to the spider that's been visiting us, right, it could be taken another way. But this is definitely with the Empress giving the energy that this moment of being spoiled, being the universe's darling, having everything fall into your lap, having one good thing happen after another is going to be like this for a while. You're going to be stuck in a season of greatness. Enjoy. Last but not least, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and or rising with the Queen. Oh, of Wands. I just heard that the lady that wants to come to see you, that wants to come and see what makes you so special, the one that wants to, and it feels like this person's a little bit older, like they should know better. This is not like a 21, 22, 23-year old. This is someone that is like late 30s or older, or at least that's the energy that they're giving off, that really wants to have a word with you and find out why you're so special, so cherished. Ooh, your person literally says that they cherish you. I can understand why this Cancer rising, Cancer sun is so offended, because it feels like there was a really strong, I can't say a strong bond. Like the friendship has gone a long time. They feel like they should be the chosen one by default because they've been around a long time and they did this and they did that. And it doesn't feel like your person asked them to do most of the things that they did. They were auditioning for a role that was never theirs to begin with. They were auditioning for a role that they weren't qualified for. They were auditioning for a role that didn't exist until you came into your person's life. That's the biggest well, that's one of the biggest problems that has this woman in her feelings. For some of you, she's in her 40s, and I'm at a loss for words looking at the situation because, ma'am, you have other things to do. Why focus on this one relationship? especially one that wasn't a relationship. It was always a friendship with benefits, a lovers and friends situation. I'm not seeing anybody, you're not seeing anybody, so we just might as well bump our bodies type of situation. But nothing more than that. I'm hearing him say, you knew what it was from the beginning. Why are you acting like this? And that only made her angrier. If any of you get any restricted calls, um, scam likely, you get a number you don't, just do yourself a favor. Don't even stoop down to their level. Don't even open that door to entertain them. I don't think they'll have the balls to actually pop up at your job or pop up at your home, but they're definitely going to try to call and text you. Ignore them because it's just going to be a waste of your time and energy. This person, with auditioning for a role that they weren't casted for, that there was no advertisement for, they just showed up and started doing and thought that life would go the way they wanted with your person, this person, him or her, it's all on them. Everything that they invested is all on them. Nobody asked them to do that. And for certain cancers, your message is keep doing what you've been doing. For the cancers who are not the karmic, keep doing what you're doing. Sitting pretty and letting the chips fall as they may. Further clarified by heart fog. Ooh. Mixed signals. And I got to catch my breath because this person is definitely a Cancer. Sun, moon, and or rising. For whatever reason, I guess because of mixed signals, thought that they were going to have a happily ever after someday with your person. And I feel like that was never the case. That was never discussed. They were never boyfriend and girlfriend. They may have had an accident. There might be a baby involved. But your person really sees that like, okay, we're the parents of this kid, but we were never together like that. Some of them even regret, damn, to a degree, having a baby with this person because now they're tied to somebody that they don't want to be tied to. A lot of the headaches that they have now, they wouldn't have if they were thinking with their big head and not their little head. A night of passion, mediocre passion at that. He told his friend that this has to be for somebody that I've worked with as I look up and see 222 on the clock, because there's no way that this is coming through so clear for somebody that's just joining us for the first, second, or third time. You are reminded, not your circus, not your monkeys. Whatever them two got going on is whatever them two got going on. However she feels about it is however she feels about it. However he feels about it is however he feels about it. That has nothing to do with you. But she is pissed. She is big mad that she did all of that for nothing. All that carrying on and telling people that she was the wife. Whew. Why am I hearing this so loud? Did I ever tell you you were my wife? Did I ever tell you we were together? Like, why would you think that? You were supposed to be my friend. That you knew who I was. Oh. Side note, you know this message is for you if your person is somewhat spiritual. That's the only way that they're coming through this clear. It's like I'm watching a movie, right? On Tubi, because this is a lot. This is a lot. This is definitely Tubi movie criteria. Gods, divine gods, what messages do you have for the collective as we wrap this up? Whoever this is, we had Cancer, Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Leo, Pisces, and somebody else. Scorpio. What else does the collective need to know? What other messages does collective? And I can't wait to hear your comments because the person who's here, that's like, yeah, that's me. Etta, that's me. I had a dream. Your reality is as big as you can dream with Ochosi. Setting your arrow, your compass, in the direction that you want to go, with who you want to go with. This is definitely the energy of measure twice, cut once, being really, really sure so you don't miss your mark. Further clarified by the waning moon, it's time to banish all evil. As July turns into August, you're going to hear some crazy truths. You're going to find out some crazy things that people have been up to stop you either along your journey or stop you from being with your person. Saturn, I blame Saturn retrograde. Big Daddy Saturn is just tearing things up, paired with Neptune being retrograde. The fog has been lifted. Things are coming through crystal clear, like this Tubi movie I'm watching. And action is being taken because nobody stays stuck in the same place. That is the message for the collective. I am eager to see what you guys are chit-chatting about. Let me know about this karmic. Let me know. Should we start putting aside bail money? Should we? Should we? Hey, Miss Nicole. Atma, how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, Jazzy. Thank you, for everybody on the YouTube side, for joining us. We're going to wrap up after we say hello and end it there so the YouTubes are not that long. Hi, Kirsten. An old frame admitted last December to considering me the one who got away. Wrote a song about me. Wow, that's beautiful. And he's a Scorpio. Well, looky, looky. Lucky, lucky. Well, thank you, YouTube. I pray that you guys have an amazing day that's filled with peace, blessings, and prosperity. Stay blessed. Ashe. Mr. Cole, come on down.